fans of Pawan Kumar, the mere mention of his next film, The U-Turn, was a cause for celebration. So the question was whether the film would live up to all the excitement and the hype surrounding it. U-Turn starts off promisingly. Archana, played by Shraddha Srinath, who debuts in the film, works as an intern at the New Indian Express. She's working on an article on accidents on the double road flyover in Bangalore. As she begins working on her story, she realizes that there are these blocks or rocks on the road that are arranged as a divider, which are moved by motorists as they travel on the road just so they can take a U-turn. A homeless man sitting on the flyover notes down the number plates and is her source and gives it to her. As she starts to track these numbers, she realizes that almost every motorist that has taken the U-turn that day appears to have committed suicide.
ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಕೇಳಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
The question at this point that the film raises are these suicides or could they be murders? Why is it that all of them, and how is it that all of them who take that U-turn end up dying on that day?
Under the circumstances, you are a suspect.
Pawan Kumar has set up a rather interesting puzzle, and now you're hoping there's a good enough explanation for all of it. Kumar constructs this film up until this point really well. There are moments when you find yourself jumping in your seat because he's really good at when it comes to timing and suspense, and he also uses sound very cleverly.
Oh, pretty.
But when the climax is finally revealed, your heart sinks. Is that it? You're wondering. It almost seems like Pawan Kumar did not know what to do with the puzzle that he just created, and he ends up resorting to the most abused and used trope in the horror thriller genre. My complaint is not that the film is not realistic enough. Thrillers needn't be realistic as long as they allow you to wallow in the sense of adventure. But Pawan Kumar's film sets up a pace that he just does not know where to take or what to do with it. And then after which, when he uses a rather, one can even call it a very lame or a very lazy sort of resolution, and one is just feeling disappointed and frustrated at the end of it all. Having said that, U-Turn does have more intriguing moments than lame ones. For instance, the opening sequence where the camera adopts the point of view of the divider blocks, and it's just simply arresting the way he shot that sequence. There's also a brilliant, fantastic dream sequence where he sort of externalizes the protagonist's commotion in the head onto the flyover. He shoots on lived-in locations rather than sets, and that's again something that really adds to the charm of the story. What is really not working is again the use of a really used, and I don't want to reveal too much of the film, an abused sort of trope in the horror thriller genre, and sort of taking refuge in it. Shraddha Srinath and Archana, who both make their debut with this film, have performed really well. Radhika Chetan appears in a cameo, and she's also performed really well. The real letdown, therefore, is Pawan, who starts off with a linear narrative, seems a little confused along the way, and takes a turn that really doesn't take him where he should.